1974 was an incredibly entertaining year. This video will feature the top 5 most valuable players from 1974 according to highly regarded and reputable ProFootballReference.com. The 5 players featured are not ranked in any order, so please watch all the way through to see who's number 1. And check out my video entitled The Top 5 1970 NFL MVPs to see who the real MVP for 1970 is. Let's get after it. Cliff Branch was a 5', 11-inch, 170-pound speed merchant from the University of Colorado. He was a sprinter there and was timed at 9.2 seconds in the 100-yard dash. The Raiders selected him with their 4th pick in the 1972 draft, and he put up modest stats his first 2 years, but then busted out in 1974 when he led the NFL with 1,092 receiving yards and 13 receiving touchdowns, 3 more than the second-place finisher Isaac Curtis of the Bengals. His 60 receptions were the 4th most in the NFL. To emphasize how dominant Branch was, the AFC's second-place finisher in receiving yards was Gary Garrison of the Chargers with 785, 28% less than Branch. It didn't matter what the weather conditions were. Raiders head coach John Madden knew that Cliff Branch was going to deliver the goods. All of the game footage in this video is taken from the 1974 season. Home plate in the field of play? Sure. It just takes too much time and effort to take it out. Raiders fans loved Cliff Branch, and he fit right in with their rugged style of play. Lawrence McCutchen attended Colorado State University and was the 1972 third-round draft pick of the Rams. In 1973, he became the fourth rookie running back to rush for at least 1,000 yards. He was considered to be a rookie in 1973 since he did not have any carries in 1972. And he was an average-sized running back at 6'1", 205 pounds. In 1974, he was first in the NFC with 1,109 rushing yards, and his 4.7 yards per carry was fifth best in the NFL. Rams head coach Chuck Knox loved to run the ball. In 1974, the Rams ran it the second most times in the NFL, and Lawrence McCutchen ran it individually the fifth most times. McCutchen was a very good pass receiver, too. Running back Otis Armstrong was drafted 9th overall in the 1973 draft by the Broncos. Like McCutchen, he started slowly his first year by only rushing 26 times for 90 yards due to playing second fiddle to future Hall of Famer Floyd Little. But with Little in his age 32 season during the 1974 year, the Broncos switched gears and Armstrong became the main man. Armstrong made first-team All-Pro with fantastic statistics, and he finished the season extremely strong in the last 4 games by rushing for 146 yards, 144 yards, a league-high 183 yards, and 142 yards along with 4 touchdowns. Otis was also a dependable receiver as he added 38 receptions for 405 yards and a fine 10.7 yards per catch. His 1,812 scrimmage yards led the NFL. By averaging over 100 yards rushing per game over the entire season, Armstrong did what only 4 men before him had done. The great Jim Brown did it in 7 seasons, O.J. Simpson in 3, Jim Taylor turned the trick in 1962, and Jim Nantz performed the rarity in 1966. Emmitt Thomas was an undrafted free agent cornerback from Bishop University, and he had an incredible year in 1974 by intercepting 12 passes for 214 return yards, a 17.8 yards per interception, and 2 touchdowns. He was a first-team All-Pro by leading the NFL in interceptions, return yards, interceptions returned for touchdowns, and for having the longest interception return, 73 yards. Tackle Ron Yary was the first overall draft pick in 1968 out of USC, and he had another stellar year in 1974 as it was his 4th of 6 consecutive seasons that he was named first-team All-Pro. So how difficult is it for an offensive lineman to finish in the top 5 of Pro Football Reference's approximate value list? It's very rare, although Yary almost did it again in 1975. Just finishing short as the 6th highest approximate value. At the top of the screen, Yary coaxes defensive end Harvey Martin into taking too long a route to Fran Tarkenton. And on this play, he provides a comfortable moving pocket that allows Tarkenton plenty of room to hit tight end Stu Voigt. Chuck Foreman scoots through the hole created in part by Yary. Erie knocks number 78, Tony McGee, to the turf, which allows clear vision for Tarkenton once again. Even though the pass was incomplete, he did his job quite well. So, is the real 1974 MVP wide receiver Cliff Branch shown here in action in the incredible 1974 playoff game named the Sea of Hands? Nope. Could it be running back Otis Armstrong? Yes, it could.